Hey everyone, welcome to Game Center Crown. My name is Joy. This is Rule of Rose, and today I'm pretty sure we're doing the Gingerbread House. We woke up here after the Mermaid Princess. The little boy is not here. And we don't have any more storybooks, so we're gonna leave. And we are grabbed by what appears to be a man. Based on the hand. On, you know, the hairy, large hand. Which, yeah, sure, let's save. Let's see here. June. And it is the Gingerbread House. Gotti. June, and we don't know what year, but it's the Gingerbread House. Have a little girl climbing a ladder up to the top and then, whoa, taking a tumble. We have this large man standing over us. And it looks kind of like that guy who is giving us the storybooks on the airship. When the unlucky girl awoke, she was in a rose garden. The place was strange, but familiar. Looking around, the girl noticed that her faithful companion was missing. The lonely, unlucky girl became very sad. So yeah, we don't have brown, and we don't have... Oh no, we do have shit in our inventory. Go off. Okay. So, we're in this rose garden. And we see this dude dragging along the road. We cannot go this way. We are blocked. It's shut and you can't go any further. I love a game with boundaries that doesn't just put up an invisible wall, blocking me in a more creative way, even if it's just a gate. Ideally, it would be better than a gate, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. Also, this was made in 2006 and with a low budget, so it's all good. Gingerbread House. We're gonna get some exposition out the ass in this chapter. So, let's talk to our Bucket Knight friend. Let's ask for clues. What the hell is going on? If memory serves me correctly, you coming here is a result of a trick played on you by your memories. Or is it the mistake of a sad princess who cannot come to terms with a tragedy? The meeting of the prince and princess, that was the cause of it all. Listen to and accept the princess's feelings. That's your only clue. Bucket Knight just dropped a bunch of shit. Really important shit this Bucket Knight just dropped. So, that we are here is a trick played on our memory, or perhaps it is the result of a sad girl who cannot come to terms with tragedy. This motherfucker just laid out the whole damn plot of Rule of Rose. So, and we are like 70% of the way through this game now, so I feel okay talking about this. And let me see if I can run around while I'm doing this. First, let's check this mailbox. You can barely read the faded name on the old mailbox. Gregory M. Wilson. That is the name of the dude that's been giving us these storybooks. That is the name of the dude that grabbed us just now. So, Gregory Wilson. And to go back what our Bucket Knight bro was saying, the parallel airship orphanage, Jennifer being 19 and everyone being a kid. This is the result of several traumatic events that have happened in Jennifer's childhood that she was unable to process or understand fully as a child. And that is something that happens to so many people who who have traumatic events in their childhood, is that they find a way to cope with it in the time. But even when it's happening, you don't fully understand it. And there are certainly things that are not necessarily traumatic that when you get older and you look back on, you're like, oh, as an adult, I understand what was happening now. So this entire game, all these chapters have been reconstructions of what Jennifer remembers in processing what happened now as an adult, now that she has more information. So all these childish games are coming to light, and as an adult, as animal abuse, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, children being unattended to or not being attended to correctly, mental illnesses not being addressed. I mean, these kids are orphans, so there's already trauma there. There was the missing airship. I think I actually missed that newspaper in the last chapter, but the airship goes missing, and there's a whole thing about it. And the airship is more relevant to Jennifer, and we will figure that out shortly. But yeah, so Bucket Knight just dropped mad knowledge. That this is just Jennifer trying to process what happened to her as a child. You might be wondering, okay, why are we at this dude's house? We're gonna find out. The swing is broken. Only one of the rotting ropes is still intact. So kind of indicative of a child, probably. We have something here. A whole ass shovel, if we want it. We don't need to fight anybody this chapter, spoiler. The farming tools are heavily worn. So Gregory appears to be a farmer. Hang on. The ground has been dug up in several places. I don't know what you're planting, but that seems like a really big hole, my man. So we're kind of gonna get... We actually, not kinda, we are going to get Jennifer's backstory here. So that door is locked. Can't get in that way. And we can hear Gregory. And if we look here... Gregory is holding his pistol to his head, so he's suicidal. And he's reciting some thing about peas. There's a big hole in the wall as if something heavy had been slammed into it. So maybe some sign of an accident of some sort. Is there any... Oh, there is something back here. House map. Hello. Oh my god, I don't know if I found this before. Definitely did not find it recently on my, Holy shit. Ugh. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. Wait, hold on. Ground floor. That means... underground. Okay, so basement. Okay, and then it's, yeah, it's a one-story house. Got it. Okay, beautiful. Holy shit. Finding things 13 years later. Biscuit shed. There better be biscuits in this shed. There's nothing in here. Terrible. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. Hold on. Can we look at the tools? Anything? No. Okay. Just another detail to the environment. And then we're back at the front of the house. We have to enter through the front. So we're gonna look around Gregory's house and try to piece some things together. And we can hear him sort of murmuring the story about the peas. If you think back to when we were in the forest with the Aristocrat Club, and they were like, Monday's pea, Tuesday's pea, that sort of thing. That's basically the story he's working on right now. So he's murmuring that in the background. And each time we go to open one of these doors, we are confronted with a memory. So we can see him sort of hanging his head, holding his head in his hands. There seems to be alcohol on the table. So having a hard time, whatever's going on. And Jennifer kind of recoils every time. The color has faded, so it's difficult to tell whether it's a drawing or a photo. I'm actually going to look around a little bit in the hallway first, before I go running into any of these rooms. Can't open the door for obvious reasons, Jennifer. It's boarded shut. If we open this closet, a coat with mud on it is hung in the closet along with a hat. And so that was the hat and coat that he was wearing when we saw him. Huge cracks suggest it was hit with tremendous force. So it sounds like this guy is one of those White Claw drinking dudes that punches drywall. But all jokes aside, something has happened here that has made him very angry and unstable as a result. So this goes down to the basement. I know that for a fact. We don't want to go down there yet. That's where Gregory is. Let's just start working our way around the house. Let's start in the lavatory. I don't think there's anything in here, but let's take a look. Oh, we can interact with the toilet. The dirty pool of water at the bottom of the tub looks almost like blood. That's important. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Oh. June 1929. There are strange symbols on certain days of the calendar. They're markings for weather, I believe. So it's like sunny, rainy, that sort of thing. So we know the year is 1929. All the memories in the airship were taking place in 1930. So, based on the knowledge, the deep cut that the hot take that the Bucket Knight gave us, we can interpret that as being when Jennifer was at the orphanage. It was 1930. And so this is another flashback of Gregory working at his desk. And so even though Jennifer, her reaction is to recoil, we can go in as soon as we trigger that memory. And so this is the kitchen. So he wasn't working at his desk, he was sitting at the kitchen table, which is interesting. You're gonna let me observe this kitchen table? I know you are. Come on. Various leftovers are scattered on top of the smelly table. So it's been a minute. Another dent in the wall here. The cabinet's glass door is too dirty to see through, so everything's sort of in a state of disrepair. We have a lot of recycling over here. Come on. A sour smell is coming from the old rusty refrigerator. The unwashed dishes are stacked up and fill the room with a foul smell. The oven is so rusty it can't even be opened. Okay, and that's locked. A layer of dust covers the shelf. It must not have been used in a while. That's the big takeaway from all this, is that things have not been used in a while. Is this a bag of flour? Rats have chewed through it. Okay, so things have not been touched in a while. That's really interesting. So Bucket Knight is saying this is a trick on your memory. So this is simultaneously like in the past, and yet it seems also like the state it would be in modern day, like in Jennifer's time when she's 19. Or it could be indicative of the state, little soldiers' barracks, and you might be like, what? Just a moment. It might be indicative of the state that this house was in when Jennifer was living in it. there is a large box. And so, yeah, Jennifer supposedly lived in this house, which is why she's being brought back here. And Bucket Knight is saying this is because you can't deal with your tragedy, and the meeting of the prince and the princess is where it all began. Now, he told us that we have to accept the princess's feelings. That's your only clue. So that begs the question, who is the prince in this scenario? We know that there is a bear prince, and that there's this little boy. Climbing through the window, the girl found herself in a room full of floating toys. The toys wait patiently for their master, even as they slowly decay. So we have a lot of kind of aviation-related toys here. The grand airship gracefully rose into the sky, carrying the dreams of a new era. However, its glory was short-lived and abruptly ended by a tragic accident. She wasn't sure why, but the unlucky girl couldn't take her eyes off the toppled airship. There is a tragedy here. I think we can look at these dolls, right? Yeah. Eerie toy soldiers patiently await their commander's return. So these are very boyish toys, and if Jennifer lived here and there's supposedly a prince around here, did she have like a brother or something? A creepy old toy figure stares up at the sky. Okay, she wasn't sure why, but Jennifer couldn't take her eyes off the fallen toy airship. So the airship disappeared and wrecked. And if we look really actually closely at Jennifer's outfit, you'll notice that the red brooch that she's usually wearing is gone. It is not on us right now. But this is the other side of that boarded up door. So this was clearly a child's room, likely a little boy's. Not to, you know, gender the toys or anything, but think of the time period. Oh, come on. Get in there. Are you... Don't fuck with me, Jennifer. Get in there. Come on. There we go. Okay. For whatever reason, did not want to let me back inside. Okay, so we're looking for a prince, for the princess to talk to. And in that opening cutscene, way back in the first episode, before the game even started, because PlayStation 2 era just be like that, gave you a crazy cutscene. Yeah, so you can see that this was next door and it was a boarded up door. And I think this is the living room. Yeah, so that's where we had the first flashback. There's a child who says, "My name is Joshua. I'm here to serve you, princess," or something to that effect. "Just kiss me, please," is what they say. So we know Joshua in some capacity exists. Are these souvenirs? Even fond memories are now covered in dust. Another big ass. The clock is stopped at 6:45. I'm sensing somebody died here because you don't stop a clock unless somebody died. Empty bottles and cigarette packs litter the table. Okay, so self-medicating. The fireplace has not been used in a long time and the stacked wood is damp. Printed inside the covers of the neatly arranged books is the name Gregory M. Wilson. So these are all his books. You feel a faint warmth from the liquor-stained sofa. A beautiful painting of a flower vase is decorating the wall. The phone cables have been yanked out. It's impossible to call anyone, so complete isolation, just shutting down. Food's rotting, fire isn't being made, there's dust covering everything, there's liquor, there's cigarettes, this is there's holes in the wall that is from heavy force. Somebody's in a state of crisis here. Gregory lives here. Probably him. So we came in this door. Let's go out this one. Back into the hallway. And there's for sure one room that we haven't gone in yet that I really want to make sure that we hit. It's not that one because that's the basement. Ugh. Is it this one? Yeah, so we're going to get a flashback, and I think this is the last room that we want, and this is the one that gives us the good info. Yes, this is the study. So here's Gregory working at his desk. And he's laughing. He's having a good time with whatever it is that he's doing. He's given us storybooks, so maybe he's working on a story. So here's the study. Alright, let's look around. Books, ink, cigarette butts. These are some of the things on the disorganized desk, along with a picture frame. It's faded in spots, but the picture is of a happy family. So we can see Gregory holding up a boy who looks a lot like the little boy that we've been interacting with. Has the same tie on his neck and everything. Okay, making sure I got everything. Yeah, okay. The backyard looks more like it was raised rather than plowed. On the piece of paper hanging out of the rubbish bin, a signature was visible. Gregory M. Wilson. Okay. Okay, and I know for sure, hidden neatly over here in this cabinet, is Greg's diary. I'm gonna read the shit out of this. This is very repetitive, but it does give us some indications of things. Sunday, June 1st, clear skies. Today I weeded the fields. Work went well. Monday, June 2nd, clear skies. Today I weeded the fields. Work went well. Tuesday, June 3rd, cloudy. Weeding again. Tomorrow I'm thinking of taking my son Joshua with me out to the fields. Wednesday, June 4th, clear skies. Today I weeded the fields. Work went well. So Joshua is his son. Joshua gets involved with a princess at some point. Thursday, June 5th, rain in the afternoon, weeded the field again. Joshua isn't feeling well, so I worked in the field alone, as always. Friday, June 6th, clear skies. Today I weeded the fields, work went well. Saturday, June 7th, rainy, weeding again. Tomorrow morning, I'll go into town to sell peas. So tonight I must make preparations. It is a busy day indeed. Gregory is a pea farmer, which is why he's probably writing a story about peas. Sunday, June 8th, clear skies. I went to market and sold peas and carrots. I had hoped to be able to feed Joshua something nutritious. The sales were not good, so I was not able to buy much. Monday, June 9th, clear skies. Today I weeded in the fields. Work went well. Tuesday, June 10th, clear skies. Joshua has been misbehaving. He went and ate sweets out of the cupboard without permission. Wednesday, June 11th, cloudy. Weeding the fields again. It was chilly today. I'll have to give Joshua a blanket so he won't catch a cold. Thursday, June 12th, cloudy. Joshua is under the weather. He had a slight fever, so I fed him some hot pea soup. So Joshua's pretty sickly. Friday, June 13th, clear skies. Today I weeded the fields. Work went well. Saturday, June 14th, cloudy. Planted peas in the ground. Sunday, June 15th, rainy. I spent the day in my room drawing a picture book for Joshua. I'm sure he'll enjoy this one. Monday, June 16th, cloudy. Today I cleaned out the barn. Joshua told me he liked my latest story. Nothing pleases me more than to see my son happy. Tuesday, June 17th, cloudy. Barn cleaning again. I've been neglecting the fields, so they're in a bit of a mess. I must drive the insects and mice away. Wednesday, June 18th. Clear skies. I did weeding today. The weather was beautiful. A great day to work the fields. Thursday, June 19th. Clear skies. More weeding. I wanted to take Joshua out with me to the fields, but his coughs were getting worse, so I had him stay in bed. Friday, June 20th. Clear skies. Today, I weeded the fields. Saturday, June 21st. Clear skies. Planted peas in the ground. Sunday, June 22nd, cloudy. I thought of a good idea for a story. I'm going to take a day off from the fields and concentrate on refining it. Monday, June 23rd, clear skies. I did weeding today. Joshua told me he liked my latest story. There's nothing I love more than seeing his beaming, happy face. Tuesday, June 24th, clear skies, weeding again. It feels great to work the fields on such a fine day. Wednesday, June 25th, clear skies today. I weeded the fields. Work went well. Thursday, June 26th, clear skies today. I weeded the fields. Work went well. Friday, June 27th, clear skies. Today I weeded the fields. Work went well. And that is the last entry. Joshua was sickly. We have a stopped clock. Pieces are falling together here, and I believe it is time to confront Gregory in the basement. Here we go. The basement. See if I can get close enough without triggering him. Actually, I think I actually...
Young P. Stray dog walks the streets each day, collecting peas as he walks to and fro. Big peas, small peas, every which kind of pea. Come Monday, he finds a pea. Come Tuesday, he bags the pea. Come Wednesday, he shows the pea to his son. Come Thursday, the pea kicks and screams. Come Friday, he grinds up the pea. Come Saturday, he buries the pea outside. The pea is in the ground. And by Sunday, it can't be found. Good night, young pea. Good night, young pea. Stray dog walks the streets each day.
Okay.
Collecting peas.
So let's break apart what we just fucking heard. This man is not talking about peas. Peas that kick and scream. Peas that are buried in the ground and no longer found. He's yeah, and you know, the legend of Stray Dog. He's talking about Stray Dog. The legend of Stray Dog is that he kidnaps children. So, this is a story about Stray Dog kidnapping children and burying them in the ground and potentially feeding them to his son. So, we know someone who's a pea farmer with a son who maybe has a few screws loose, is maybe not in his right mind right now. And that person is Gregory. Yeah, so we're just gonna look around. Boxes of what appear to be grain are stacked haphazardly. You know, just after that bombshell, we're just gonna look around a little bit. Same thing. Okay, so let's interact with this.
Come Tuesday, he bags the pea.
Drop your weapon, Greg. Ah, welcome home. It's almost bedtime for you. Good night, Joshua. Surprise, bitch. So Jennifer was orphaned. And if you haven't figured it out yet, the airship that she was on with her parents crashed. And she was the survivor. Her parents did not survive. So Gregory maybe went and took in this child who maybe looked a lot like his son. We can look under the blanket. And underneath are the boy's clothes. The boy's shirt, pants, and shoes have been neatly laid out on the bed. For some reason, Jennifer felt a sudden pain in her chest. She was dressed up and treated like Joshua. A newspaper clipping is pinned up. 23rd of June, 1929. Okay, so I didn't miss a newspaper last section. Thank God. Okay, luxury airship missing. England's largest luxury airship, which just set sail on its Virgin flight, a flight celebrated across the country with great fanfare, was reported today to have gone off course and is currently missing. It is speculated that the vessel diverted from its course to avoid a low-pressure system approaching from the south, but its whereabouts are still unknown. Due to the heavy thunder and rain that have blanketed the area since yesterday, the search for the airship has faced many difficulties. Okay. And there's a bear up there wearing a very similar tie. Once more. There we go. Knock that bear down. Oh, the inventory's full. Well, tits. Let's drop the doll legs. I think that's fair. Yeah, drop them. Okay. Jennifer found a teddy bear. An adorable teddy bear with a green ribbon tied around its neck. Right then, the trapped, unlucky girl heard a gentle voice. I came, just like I promised. It looks like he went somewhere. Stay right there, I'll help you out. Wendy! So, Jennifer's the prince that's being referred to here. And real quick, before she lets us out, we got letters to fucking prove it. A bundle of letters were hidden under the bed sheets. Baby, we got receipts. We got receipts. 10th of November, to Mr. Joshua, the bear in distress. So that's why it's the bear prince. My name is Wendy. I always watch you from the sky. So, because she's down in the basement, watches from the sky, you know, from that upper kind of cellar window. Anyway, you get it. Mr. Joshua, why are you trapped down there? 27th of November, from W to J. My prince in need of rescue. It was a pleasure to meet you, my dear prince. What a wonderful encounter. Yes, I only wish there was a world for just you and I, the prince and the princess. Don't worry, I'll set you free. 9th of January, from W to J. Oh, my poor kind prince. You're worried because that man sometimes seems crazy, right? Well, don't worry. I know where he hides that awful thing of his gun. So let's run away together. You can leave it all to me. Everything will be all right. 20th of January, from W to J. My prince, please don't worry. I'll do anything for you. Just pledge your love for me. That's all I ask. 27th of January, from W to J. Thank you, my eternal prince. Tomorrow night I shall unlock your shackles. Let us live together forever. Everlasting, true love, I am yours. So speaking of parallels between Meg and Jennifer, they both have the hots for ladies. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Can't get out just yet, I don't think. Or it's hard to talk about this, like, seriously, of, like, sexuality, because these are children, and, you know, there's, like, that whole thing where it's like, when's too young, too young. But the fact that Wendy started corresponding with Jennifer as Joshua, and then even after finding out Jennifer, I unlocked the door, finding out that she's actually Jennifer and was still in love with her. Yeah, I'll keep a lookout, so come right away. I mean, this is a very pure love, whether you want to label it or not, you know. But yeah, there's this very pure love happening between these characters. Okay, so Joshua, aka Jennifer, has been set free. The Bear Prince. Which would mean that makes Wendy a certain princess, doesn't she? Let's run away before the man comes back. Before we go, we should find that dangerous thing and take it with us. It's for his own good. But this begs the question. Who is the little boy that we've been chasing this entire time? Is it just like an apparition of ourselves? Like, what is it? What's going on, basically? And that is yet to be discovered. We will absolutely be uncovering that. Come on. I'm fine now. Let us go, shall we? So she's got the gun. And she set us free from this, like, weird captive thing going on. So likely what happened is Joshua passed away, and yeah, I feel like I've already discussed this, but just in case I haven't laid it out. Speaking off the cuff does things to you. Joshua passed away, the real Joshua. Gregory couldn't handle it. He finds this orphaned girl, takes her in, thinks that she bears a resemblance to his dead son, and treats her as such. Joshua? Ooh, no, God. You can get caught by Gregory. We're too slick for that. Roseway. So this is the road. And then again, that gate is locked even now. Oh God, I feel like I'm getting lost. Okay, let's just follow this a little bit. Ah, right here. Just had to go a little bit further. There she is. I'm so glad. Now we can always be together. Say, I have a favor I wanted to ask. Will you trade your teddy bear with my brooch? And so that's how Wendy gets the bear prints. Hee hee, I'm so happy. And how Jennifer gets the red brooch. We should give him a name. How about Joshua? Joshua, yes, that's a wonderful name. I'll cherish him as much as I cherish you. So let's renew our pact. Everlasting, true love, I am yours. Yes, I'd like to save after that very emotional chapter. Oof. Pulls at the heartstrings, don't it? But we are back on this godforsaken airship. Oh, and the little boy's holding our hand. And he's gone. You should go back and hang around with Amanda where you belong. So, if we're the prince, heavy quotations, and Joshua's there, or we can assume that's Joshua, or something, I don't know, is that Joshua's ghost? We're gonna find out. Anyway, this wraps it up for the Gingerbread House. In the next chapter, we will be doing Rag Princess Sews. This is Amanda's chapter, and we are gonna, at this point, we'll be about 80% of the way through the game. So things are really going to start to unfold and come apart. But yeah, we got a ton of exposition this last chapter with the Gingerbread House. Found out Jennifer's origins, where she came from, how she met Wendy, how she ended up at the orphanage. So yeah, we're really starting to pull apart the story now, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. My name is Joy. This is Game Center Crown. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you next time. Later, y'all.